What we do here is go back.
What's up? What's going on? Jace Jacobs here. Welcome to Jar of Poetry in a Car with No Jar. Having a good time. Yeah. Not quite saying goodbye to the day just yet. We still got a lot of day left, so I won't be saying goodbye to the day. Although I'm digging those sunbeams coming in here. You know what? Let's jump on in and see what the universe has for us today. Yeah, just a little nudge, just a little something to help us raise up our vibration so we can have a much better day. All right, I'm going to dip up into the bandana backup stash. Got a little something right here. Let's see what this one is. Crinkle, 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 crinkle. What we got here? This one is what it was. Getting a little trippy on you. What it was. All right, what it was. Okay. The constellations are bright. I trace them up in the sky, appreciating the light as I look up so high. We're not much different. Our energies are not alone, flowing here or there, wherever they may call home. So as I focus on my energy and I picture what is me, I visualize the outcome and I become what I see. As I look at the light and embrace the buzz, it's no longer what it is. Nah, it simply is what it was. All right, there you go, getting a little trippy on you. It is what it was. It's not is what it is. Nah, it is what it was. And what that basically means is that, look, you know, whatever's happened in the past, yeah, it's shaped you. Yeah, it's helped turn you into who you are right now. But it doesn't have to be who you are tomorrow, right? You still have free will. Yeah, you have free will. And yeah, just keep it simple. You know, I used to always make poetry videos inside. Yeah. And then what happened? Eventually I was like, I don't have time to make one today. I'm out in a car. What do? I don't have my jar. Right? So if it is what it is, I would always be making poetry videos inside. But it's not, it is what it is. It is what it was. So back then, that's what it was. Is I just made my poetry videos inside so you could see my eyeballs. I could open up my eyes instead of be squinting and all that. So right now, I'm having fun making poems in a car with no jar, on a bike, or, you know, inside my office where I can open up my eyeballs. I'm having fun there. But you know what? Maybe soon, who knows, I might actually be out walking doing a video or something like that when it starts cooling off more. Not in the summertime. Ain't gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. I'm gonna wait. But anyway, yeah. Okay. So yeah, if you're still with me, that's cool. I'm just rambling. I got a story I want to share here real quick because Spoken Word Illusion sent me a question, and his question was, who influenced you to get into doing poetry? And that's a good question. And the funny thing is that when I go back to junior high and high school, I didn't really pay attention in English, right? I didn't want anything to do with that stuff, like creative writing and things like that. Nah. The funny thing is that I thought what I was doing, which is, you know, I hear the voices in my head, you know, that's how I like to say it, is I was writing things down, but because I didn't learn about poetry, I didn't know that what I was doing was actually poetry. So I was just writing lyrical stuff, the stuff I do now. I mean, just sort of rhymey, but it has a format, and I didn't know that I had a format when I was writing it back then. It's just how it came out. It just felt good to do it that way. So yeah, the funny thing is I don't think anybody really inspired me to do poetry. I didn't know I was doing poetry. And I guess in the early days it would have been something like just music, anything in general. I liked all kinds of music, but you know, just thinking about the lyrics and stuff, like I remember back in, I don't know, 1985 probably, maybe it was 1985, Beastie Boys, License to Ill, that album. And I liked all kinds of music, but that's just an album that's popping up in my head right now, is, you know, them and Run DMC and, you know, all the hair bands, the heavy metal bands in the 80s, Motley Crue, Poison, you know, all that stuff, Def Leppard, you know, so many different things were popping up in my head, and it's the lyrics that were catchy, right? And so I think that inspired me to, you know, so I guess you could say it would have been all of the songwriters that really inspired me back then. So, but I lost my train of thought. Where am I going with this? You know, I didn't actually start saying anything about being a poet until I got older, and I went through like personal development exercises and stuff like that, and I started reflecting on my life and started embracing certain things about my life and meeting people around the world. I know I started joining some Facebook groups in 2016 and started meeting people around the world. That's actually when I overcame my fear of video, the selfie video. And I shared a poem with some global friends, and I remember one person told me, hey, you know, you're a poet. And the first thing I thought of is, yeah, I didn't even know it. It sort of just came out of me that way. So, you know, towards the end of 2016 is when I started embracing actually calling myself a poet. So long story, but you know what? I just wanted to chit chat and throw that out there. So yeah, anyway, good times. This has been Jar of Poetry in a car with no jar. I'm Jace Jacobs. Appreciate everything. Love fully, need nothing. Yeah, namaste, my friend. High five, knuckles, laters.
Oh, this you crazy mother.